right, here we go. What's your name and why are you standing on the American flag?
Von Abdul, my teammates, Bay. I am not a fucking Muslim. I don't know why everybody get that twisted.
Probably because you're standing on the American flag.
You know what I'm saying? But fuck this flag. Fuck this country. You know what I'm saying? It's hypocritical.
Yes, you're right, fuck this country. The one that gives you the right to exercise your freedom of speech. And stand on the flag, you useless human.
This red, white, and blue, this shit is the new swastika. You know what I'm saying? This is
The new swastika? Really? I can tell you're an educated man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This country is very fucking racist. We act like we don't have a race problem. So they brush it under the rug and say Obama is the standard for us to not be racist anymore as a country. Well, that's the fucking blatant lie. So we out here in support of ourselves, of the black community. That gets a bad rap from media and everybody else. Corey Stingley was a young individual that went to this school, a black individual in West Dallas, which West Dallas has a bad history of being a racist place within itself for black people. 3 white gentlemen choked him to death because he attempted to steal some items from a store, even though he put the items back and tried to leave. They choked.
Wait a minute, did you just say he was stealing and reap the consequences of his actions? That didn't look like he was trying to put the items back, unless when he reached for the cash register he was trying to put money into it.
Choked him to death. No justice was served. So I find it very disrespectful and distasteful that they would choose this location to come and do their hateful speech here. So, you know, this is just another instance of the hypocrisy of this flag and of this nation, the true culture of it, the blatant disrespect for the black people in this nation. So that's what we here for.
All right. What has Trump said about the black community that you don't like?
Specifically, I mean, it's not. I'm not here specifically for Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Specifically? Oh, you can't think of one. But you just like to play victim, don't you?
I don't care for any of the politicians. I don't care for any of the candidates, I should say. My issue, his rhetoric is very racist. Probably not directly to black people, but his ties to the KKK is questionable. So are Hillary's. But the whole deporting people and all that, building the wall, all that shit is fucking racist rhetoric.
Yes, you're right, deporting criminals and building a wall is racist. Even though we would deport white, black, or Asian people.
You know what I'm saying? Mexico used to be part of America. They stole that shit from Mexicans too. You know what I'm saying? So for people to come here as immigrants, people that's not natural, people that's not original to this land, and try to force somebody else out as immigrants is ridiculous. So you know, it's all in his message. The whole thing is just foolery to me.
Okay. All right. Well, you got anything else you want to impart?
Black power in this motherfucker, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, one of the most segregated cities in the world.
The most segregated place in the world. You've got to be kidding me.
It's actually deemed as the worst place for black people.
And you're right, Wisconsin is the worst place on earth. For God's sake, the Green Bay Packers are the home team. But I think you're wrong. Africa is the worst place for black people. Thousands starve to death every day.
And West Dallas is a great example of that. So is Madison. Madison has a 10% or probably 12 or 14% population of black individuals, but those black individuals make up over 50% of the jails.
10% of the population, but 50% of the jails. Sounds like black people should stop committing crimes. This has nothing to do with racist white people.
You know, so that, I mean, that's just...
Hey, what do you think about the violence in Chicago, which is mostly, it seems, black on black gang violence? How do you deal with that problem?
We deal with black on black crime.
Just because you use quotation marks doesn't mean something doesn't exist.
Every day. I'm a community activist. We do a lot of work in our communities that goes unseen. We do stop the violence rallies, campaigns every year. We do community cleanups, community cookouts that's not shown by the media. So for people to say that, use that as a reason to dispel the issue we have with the police is very divertive. You know what I'm saying? Um, black on black crime, fuck you. Black on black crime to me is a made up statistic.
Holy shit, did he just say black on black crime is made up?
America is on Earth.
Thank you, Bill Nye, for reminding us where we live.
We have human rights. You know what I'm saying? I have a human right before any constitution to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Now, if people want to abide by a structure and a law, then that's up to them. That's totally fine. But I don't remember coming out of the womb and signing no contract saying I agree to every law America put out.
But by living here, you agree to live by the laws. If not, please go back to Africa, where you will be more free.
I don't remember any of us doing that. So some laws we will agree with, some laws we will not. All of us don't need to be dictated to on how to be human beings and how to conduct ourselves.
You're right, we don't all need to be dictated to on how to live our lives, but it seems like you need some direction.